Hi, my name is Alfonso Severos, and this is the Peripheral View. If you've been following the news, you know that this week the American forces are in the process of withdrawing from Afghanistan, and that's occupied most of the news. This withdrawal signifies a defeat, a failure of policy on the part of American government and policy. But it's not unusual with Afghanistan. If history has taught us anything, it has taught us that Afghanistan has a unique way of defeating empires. Going back to Alexander the Great, the British Empire, the Russians, and now the United States. Now, while this has been going on, significant activity in the halls of Congress. The Senate passed the infrastructure bill, $1.2 trillion for building roads, bridges, highways, with a vote of 69 to 30. 19 Republicans supported it. Makes sense. You know, the Republicans don't want it to be said that they were against improving the infrastructure. That bill has now has been sent to the House of Representatives, where the Speaker, oh, this lady is powerful, is trying to get both bills passed, both infrastructure bills passed at the same time. If and when the House passes the 1.2 trillion bill that's been passed by the Senate, of course, Biden will sign it. That will become law. They're also trying to pass the $3.5 trillion budget American plan that includes so much more. It's probably the most significant piece of social legislation since the war on poverty. Some say it is probably the most significant social legislation since the New Deal by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It will change and expand the safety net in this country. It'll provide universal child care up until the age of 4. It will provide for free community colleges. It will provide for expansion in Medicare for the elderly, including for hearing aids, broadband in rural areas throughout the country, for preschool services, paid family leave, so much more. It will expand the federal safety net. There is not a lot being said about this piece of legislation, but this may become the most important, one of the most important piece of legislations that'll be passed by Congress in the last 50 years. Now, it looks like the House Democrats are coming together to get it done. That's the 3.5. And they will approve, of course, the 1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. Now that 3.5 will have to go to the Senate. The 1.2 trillion has already been approved by the Senate. When it goes to the Senate, the only way they can get it done, because they will receive no Republican support, it'll be extremely surprising, is through reconciliation, the reconciliation process. And if Biden gets both of those bills passed into law, they will be significant pieces of legislation that will change the way this country deals with its safety net, poverty, and services for people in need. It'll change so much. And it will provide jobs and opportunity for so many. Well, let's see. We'll know in the next week or two. By the end of September, by the end of September, we'll know if they have passed into law or on the road to being voted in. Thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful.